Hi there, my name is Stephanie Johnston. I'm here to be with you during this Vinyasa flow. I recommend a couple of blocks. If you have them handy, have them nearby, and we will get started in child's pose. So remove your chihuahua to the side and start to bring your big toes together to touch. You can walk your knees out as wide as feels good and start to crawl your hands forward. Find a lot of length through either side here, and you can rest your forehead down. Maybe massage it side to side. Maybe let your hips fall a little bit heavier to your heels. And of course, if child's pose is not a great place for you to hang out, especially before we are warmed up, then you could flip over and come to your back instead. But just take some time here to melt. And together, let's breathe in, breathe out. Again, deep breath in. And exhale. On this next breath in, seal your lips and fill up just through your nostrils. And keep your lips sealed. Breathe out through your nose. Again, in through your nose. Let it be textured. Out through your nose. Still press it out. A little bit audible here, coming into our Ujjayi pranayama. This audible nostril-only breath that builds heat, invigorates you, and helps you power through movement in your vinyasa flow. But know that it is optional if it becomes really distracting, or you start to feel out of breath, or if it just doesn't feel good. Just breathe normally. That's fine too. The only really important thing is that you breathe. And in stillness, one more breath in. And out. As you breathe in, start to gaze up towards your fingertips. Spike up onto your fingertips for a moment here. See if you can melt your heart a little bit closer to the mat. And press your hips a little bit further back. Breathe in. And out. On your inhale, tabletop pose. Rock forward. Bring shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Take a moment to find a long, neutral spine as you gaze down between your thumbs. Take a breath in. As you exhale, cat pose, dome out through your spine, gaze towards your belly button, press your shoulders up to the sky. Inhale for your cow, drop your belly button low, melt your shoulder blades together, gaze forward or up. Go back and forth like this a few times, taking this at the pace of your breath. And if you'd like to, you could add on some extra movement here. You could find some barrel rolls through your torso, roll out your head and neck, your wrists. Really, whatever you need right now to warm up effectively. When you're ready, we'll meet back in your tabletop. Take your time if you're still moving though. If you're with me in tabletop, inhale your right leg behind you, find a three-legged tabletop. See if you can knit your ribcage in here and then drive your heel up. One more inhale. As you exhale, start to pull your right knee towards your right tricep, then step right foot to the outside of your right hand for a lizard lunge. And of course, it's still early. This definitely doesn't have to be your deepest lizard lunge. You might find a little dynamic movement, finding a bend and straighten into your right leg. I like to kind of pull my heart forward here and let my hips drop a little bit lower and open up through my left hip flexor. And you could always walk your right foot up and out to deepen this a bit. All right, option here for this next transition to bring a block underneath your right hand, just right inside of your right foot. You'll bring, again, right hand to your block, swivel your left foot to the right side of your mat, and then open up so that we end up in this adjusted extended side angle on our knees. Think about pressing hard into your block or down into the mat with your right hand so that you can twist open towards the ceiling. And then maybe a deeper bend in your right knee. Breathe in and out. As you breathe in, start to come back through center. Come back through a three-legged tabletop. You can move your block to the side from now. And then cross your right knee over your left knee, so you end up in cow face legs here. Right leg behind your left. And a lot of stopping points here. Can start to send your hips back, 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 pausing if anything starts to feel sharp and coming out of it. But we're going towards kind of a cow face, child's pose hybrid here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Can you push your hips back a little bit more? One more inhale. And exhale. As you breathe in, start to crawl back forward, re-extend your right leg for a moment, and then right leg to meet your left. We'll do that little sequence on the other side. So extend your left leg behind you first, find your three-legged tabletop, think about your straight back, drive your left heel up, then bring left knee towards left tricep, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, coming into this lizard lunge. So you could spike up on your fingertips, bend and straighten. When you're ready, maybe a block beneath your left hand, or maybe left knee plants down to the mat. Swivel right foot to the left side of your mat. Open up, so right hand to the sky. Kind of aiming to stack right shoulder over left shoulder here, and drishti could be up to your right hand. Breathe in. Can you open a little more deeply as you exhale? One more inhale. Start to swivel back down. Move your block to the side. Extend left leg back behind you, and then cross your left knee over your right knee. Widen out your feet here so that you have space to send your hips back. Again, stopping, and you can always stay in just like that crisscross tabletop if that is where your edge is. But otherwise, thinking about getting heavy through your hips, extending your arms forward, pressing your torso to your folded legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you inhale, crawl back forward. Left leg to extend behind you, and then left leg to meet your right. And take a round of cat-cows here, if it feels good. And then come back through your tabletop. Breathe in, spike up onto your toes. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Press your hips up and back. You can find a little bit of movement here, pedaling out your feet. Maybe lifting a leg and then the other. Think about pressing really hard into your hands so that your heart comes a little bit closer to your thighs, and a lift up and back with your tailbone. You can always bend into your knees here. Let's breathe in. Breathe out. As you breathe forward, like a wave, ripple forward to your high plank, shoulders over wrist, heels over toes, a little bend in your elbows. You can always drop to your knees. Breathe in, shift forward so that shoulders come over your fingertips. Think about sending your elbows back behind you as you lower all the way down to your belly. We'll set up for cobra, baby cobra. Press the tops of your toes into your mat, little to no weight in your hands. Breathe in, peel your chest up. Think about sending your hips down and your heart forward, and maybe think about that drag back with your elbows. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower all the way down. Spike up onto your toes, press through your hands, again, elbows back. Maybe keep a straight line here as you press up to your high plank. Send it back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, rise to your toes, gaze forward. Take some little baby steps to the top of your mat. Just hang here in this fold for a moment, maybe finding a wider stance. And you can bend pretty deeply into your knees. You might sway and rock. And you could stay like this or find an interlaced grip behind your back, bringing fingertips together. Press the heels of your hands together as you drop your heart towards your thighs. Maybe tuck your chin in. Wade into your toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you breathe in, start to drop your hands down to the mat. And then we'll find a halfway lift. Lengthen out through your back. You can bring your hands to your shins or thighs. Straighten out. Think about using your core to find that straight back. Take another inhale. As you exhale, step your left foot back. Come into an active lizard lunge. So this time, left knee stays lifted. Both hands to the inside of your right foot. And we'll find a little pulse. So just a lift and lower of your hips really gently here. Breathe in. As you exhale, find an extended pyramid. Just straighten out through your right leg. Maybe flex through your right toes. You can use blocks under your hands here. On your breath in, rebend into right knee. Now as you breathe out, re-extend. Inhale and bend. Exhale and extend. Breathe in and bend. Let's step forward, Malasana. Left foot to meet on the outside of your left hand. Can drop your hips low between your feet here and then press your elbows into your inner thighs. Maybe sit onto a block if that feels good. Breathe in. As you exhale, find a forward fold. Lift your hips, drop your hands. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, come to standing. Let your hands connect above your head. Take a moment to get really tall here. And as you exhale, back to your forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Step back to your high plank. Breathe in to shift forward 2 inches. Lower all the way down. Either baby cobra here or your fierce cobra with fingertips out wide in line with your shoulders. Elbow spike up, maybe widen your feet, and then breathe in to press through your fingertips. Pull your heart forward, melt your shoulders down your back. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hands back beneath shoulders, spike up back onto your toes. High plank, downward facing dog. On your inhale, rise to your toes, gaze forward. As you exhale, it could be a few steps, 1 step, a hopper, float to the top. Halfway lift and fold. Step your right foot back, walk your left foot out if needed here to bring both hands to the inside of your left foot and find this active lizard lunge with right knee lifted, a little bounce of your hips. Breathe in. Exhale, straighten through your left leg, extended pyramid. Maybe peel your left toes off of the mat as you think about sending your hips back and straightening out through your spine. Breathe in and rebend. Exhale and straighten. Couple more times. Inhale, send your weight forward. Exhale and back. Inhale and forward. Exhale and back. Send it back forward. Right foot comes up to meet on the outside of your right hand. Malasana squat. Take a moment to get heavy through your hips. Again, press your inner thighs open. Breathe in. As you exhale, forward fold, kind of a wide variation. Inhale for your halfway lift and fold. Breathe in, hands up high. Connect at the top, get tall. And as you exhale, surrender forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. You can step or hop back to a high plank. Breathe in, shift forward. Lower all the way down to your belly. Fingertips out wide. Inhale up to your fierce cobra. And exhale, lower down. Hands back beneath shoulders, spike up onto your toes. Press up to your high plank. Downward facing dog. All right, we're going to do that again a little bit faster. So breathe in, rise to your toes, gaze forward. As you exhale, travel to the top. Halfway lift and fold. Left foot steps back, both hands to the inside of your right foot for this active lizard. Into your extended pyramid, straighten out through your right leg. Breathe in, shift back forward. Exhale, Malasana, left foot to meet your right. Take a moment to inhale and meet this shape. And as you exhale, forward fold, lift your hips. Halfway lift, fill up, and fold. Breathe in, stand tall, sweep hands to touch above your head. And as you exhale, let it go all the way down. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down to your belly. Hands out wide. Inhale to press up and forward through your heart. Exhale, lower down. Hands back beneath your shoulders, spike up onto your toes. High plank, downward facing dog. Immediately rise to your toes, gaze forward. Travel to the top, kind of wide stance here. Halfway lift and fold. Step your right foot back, active lizard lunge. And then press your hips back, extended pyramid. Breathe in and rebend. Exhale, right foot to the top of your mat, Malasana squat. Inhale to sink. As you breathe out, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold back down. Inhale, reach high, hands to touch. And exhale, pour it forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop back. Shift forward, lower down to your belly. Fingers out wide on an inhale, peel up. And as you exhale, lower down. Bring hands beneath your shoulders, spike up onto toes, high plank, lift up, downward facing dog. All right, take another breath in and out. As you inhale, this time, three-legged dog, lift your right heel up high to the sky. Think about squaring off your hips here and then driving through your right heel. Breathe in. As you exhale, stack right hip over your left. Come into a scorpion dog with your right knee pointing to the sky, and we'll take some big hip circles here. One way, and then the other way. Then re-extend to your three-legged dog. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring your right knee to your right tricep, really high up your tricep. Think about doming out your back like you are in your cat pose. Breathe in and re-extend. Exhale, other side. Right knee to left tricep. Again, high up towards your armpit. Press the ground away. Re-extend. Three-legged dog. Right knee back to your right tricep. Pause here. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Active lizard lunge. Extend into your extended pyramid. Straighten out through your right leg. Back to your active lizard. This time, left hand stays down. Lift your right hand up high. Come into an easy twist. It's kind of a wide base here. Can you drop your right hip? Lift your left hip a little bit more. Breathe in. As you exhale, horizons pose. Come to the knife edge of both feet. Drop your right hand back behind you. Gaze, drishti could be at your right thumb. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together. Lift back up through your twist. Wide-legged forward fold. Walk through center. Take a moment here, point your toes in slightly. Little bend in your knees, and you can really maybe use the ground to press yourself a little bit lower. Maybe even bring the top of your head to the ground if it reaches easily. And this will help you kind of relax into the fold a little bit more. As you breathe in, find a halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold back down. Inhale, star pose, lift all the way up to the front. Warrior two, bend into your right knee, seal your left foot down so that it is parallel-ish with the back of your mat. Think of a slight nudge of your right knee towards your right pinky toe, so you're opening up through your right inner thigh here. Inhale for peace, reach right hand up high. And then exhale, we're gonna dance forward, find a dancing warrior. So it's pretty much extended side angle where you pull forward, but right hand will come to reach to left thigh, left hand up and over, and we'll dance it back. So left hand to reach towards your right thigh, right hand up and over. A couple times like that, like you're drawing a big circle with your arms, exhaling to reach, inhaling to lift back up. Last round, exhale and extend. As you breathe in this time, come into a peaceful triangle. Straighten out through your right leg. Lift your right hand high. Bump your right hip forward. Take your inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Trikonasana. Pull your right hand forward. And then down. Always welcome to bring a little bend in your right knee here. And then think about kind of nudging your left rib cage closer to your left hip so you can really straighten out through your back here rather than sending a deep crunch into your right side body. So breathe in. Exhale, twist a little deeper as you exhale. Inhale back into a peaceful reverse warrior. Rebend into your right knee, send your hands up high. As you exhale, we'll cartwheel down. Plant your hands. Step back to a high plank. This time just lower halfway, elbows back, squeeze your core here. Inhale, upward facing dog, push the ground away through your hands, melt your shoulders down your back, breathe in. Flip back over your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel high, three-legged dog. Straighten out through your left leg, push the ground away. Take another in-breath. As you exhale, scorpion dog, point your left knee to the sky, squeeze your left heel towards your glutes, and again, those hip rolls one way, let them be big. And then the other way. Re-extend, three-legged dog. Left knee, left tricep. Hold it high towards your armpit, lift up. Re-extend, three-legged dog. Left knee, right tricep, again high up, really twist into this, and then re-extend. Left knee to left tricep. Hold it here just for a beat. Then step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, active lizard lunge. Press back to your extended pyramid, back to your active lizard. Right hand down, left hand up high, reach to the sky, send your left shoulder back behind you, like think about wringing out your upper back here. As you send right heel over right toes, breathe in. Horizons, knife edge of both feet, drop left hand behind you, push the ground away. And kind of thinking about getting a little heavy through your hips, but not so much so that your right thigh is resting down on the mat. Come back through that easy twist. Walk through center, wide-legged forward fold. Not super long this time, find a halfway lift. Fold back down. Breathe in, star pose, reach up high. Warrior two, facing the front, bend into left knee. Maybe take a little step forward with your left foot, depending on how wide your star pose was, so that you can sink deeply. Press equally through both feet here as well, and gaze over your left fingertips. Breathe in to reverse your warrior. A few rounds of that dancing warrior. So reach forward, then reach left hand to your right thigh, right hand up and over. And then all the way back, right hand towards left thigh, left hand up and over. Couple more times at the pace of your breath. Exhaling to swivel forward, then dance it back. Last time, reach and extend. Peaceful triangle, straighten out through your left leg, left hand up high. That bump of your left hip forward, breathe in. Triangle pose, bump your hip, right hip to the back of your mat now as you reach forward with left hand. And again, maybe a little bend in your left knee to support that joint here. And your left hand could come down to a block or press into the inside of your left leg to assist your own twist here. Breathe in. Exhale, send your right shoulder back behind you. Inhale, back to your reverse warrior, bend into your left knee, reach high. Cartwheel down, plant your hands, take it through. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna do that again and add on a little bit. So make sure you're keeping your ears open. On your inhale, lift your right leg high, three-legged dog, right into your scorpion dog. And this time, if you'd like to, add a back bend. We can drop this right into a flip dog by letting your right foot land. Keep both legs bent as you press your hips up. Reach for the top of your mat with your right hand. And then lift it back over, three-legged dog, right heel high. Right knee to right tricep. You can hold here, or if it's in your practice, take this into a running man if you'd like to. Then re-extend, three-legged dog. Right knee to left tricep. Pull it through, this time fallen star. So outside of your right foot to the mat, flip up and over so you're pressing through your right hand, lifting your hips to the sky. We send it all the way back, three-legged dog. Bring your foot through between your hands this time, find your low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. So right foot forward, press into your right heel. Like imagine dragging your whole body forward just with the strength of your right leg here as you squeeze inner thighs. Little nudge forward with your heart and a lift through your waist. Breathe in. As you exhale, half splits. Straighten out through your right leg. You can find airplane wings with your arms like I am, or you could bring your hands down to your mat or a block. So we're gonna move dynamically here. Breathe in to shift back forward, bend into your right knee. Exhale, straighten it out. Send it forward, re-bend. Exhale and straighten. Last time to send it forward, reach forward. Easy twist, left hand down. Right hand high, lift your left knee. This time, side plank, Vinyasa. Take a big step up and over with your right leg. So that right hip comes over left hip. Right shoulder over left shoulder. You might play with a lift of your right leg here. Really helps if you can seal to the best of your ability, your left foot down to the mat. In a rainbow shape with your body, so push the ground away. Breathe in. As you exhale, wild thing, drop right toes behind you. Keep your left leg straight this time, so that's the big difference between flip dog and wild thing. Mostly just one straight leg, one bent, but still pressing your hips up. Breathe in. As you exhale, we're stepping it all the way back to an easy twist. So can you think about pulling your left knee up towards your armpit? Big step forward. Horizons pose, knife edge of both feet. Drop your hips low. Inhale back through your easy twist. This time, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Bring your right hand down, maybe to a block, somewhere in front of your right foot. You could also reach down to the mat, or you can play with floating your right hand here. But a little tiny bend in your right knee to support. Still here, try not to lock it out. Flex your left toes back. And breathe. Can you think about leaning back a little bit more? Trust your body here. Breathe in and out. On your inhale, star pose, big step back to open up, get tall here. And then Skandasana, bend into your left knee really deeply here as you point left toes out at about a 45-degree angle. It's kind of like a half Malasana where one leg is extended and you can flex your right toes back towards your face. You're welcome to stay here or see if you can lower your hips all the way down to the mat. Might be a little shift back or a little step forward with your left foot. Bring your right hand to your left ankle. Catch a grip as you pull your left knee away from you with the strength of your leg. Then with the grip on your left ankle, can you reach left hand up and over towards your right toes? Thinking about dropping your right shoulder down to the inside of your right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe send your left shoulder back a little bit more deeply. Start to rise back up from that side bend. Press through your left foot, come back through your Skandasana. And this time we send it straight into your warrior two. So press through your left foot, bend into right knee, send fingertips over, or rather side to side, north and south here. Breathe in for your reverse warrior. As you exhale, extended side angle. Pull forward, forward, and down. And we're gonna hang out here a little bit longer this time, so your arm could rest on your thigh. You could reach your right hand towards the block here, down to the mat. Just think about that drive through the outer edge of your left foot. Take an inhale. Can you extend your spine a little bit longer? Exhale, twist a little bit more deeply. Breathe in, peaceful triangle, straighten out through your right leg. As you exhale, Trikonasana pose, pull forward, forward, and down. And this time, maybe you play with a float of your hands. So you have to really actively push through your legs here to not collapse down. It's a lot more in your core. And it's optional, of course. You breathe in, hold here as you exhale. Inhale back to your reverse warrior. Cartwheel down, plant your hands, step back, and take it through your flow. All right. Breathe in, left heel high, three-legged dog. Open up to your scorpion dog. Stay here or flip dog on this side. Drop your left foot down. Bend into both knees as you press your hips up. Flip it back over, three-legged dog. Left knee to your left tricep. Hold it high, fly if you want to. Then re-extend. Left knee to right tricep. Can hold it here, or left foot will thread through for your fallen star. Open up your chest to the ceiling or sky. And then flip it back over, three-legged dog. Bring your foot through, plant it down. Low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Press through your left heel. Squeeze inner thighs together. Again, a drive through your left heel. And a lift through your waist. Take another inhale. As you exhale, half split, straighten out through your left leg. Pull your hips back, heart forward. Maybe really flexing out your left toes. And maybe airplane wings with your arms. All right, dynamically here, breathe in to shift back forward. Low crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Back and forth, a couple of times at the pace of your breath. Letting it be controlled. And when you're ready, we'll shift it back forward into a low crescent lunge. right into an easy twist. Right hand down, left hand up high. Vashisthasana, side plank, left leg, maybe one big step or a couple little steps up and over. And again, you can always stagger out your feet. You can lower your right knee down or maybe play with that lift of your left leg. Breathe in. Wild thing is your emergency exit. Drop your left toes back behind you. Again, stay straight through your right leg. Reach left hand up and over. Can you breathe in this kind of upside down shape? And when you're ready, pull left knee towards your armpit. This big step forward, back to easy twist. Horizons pose, knife edge of both feet. Drop your hips down, left hand back, back through your easy twist. Into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon with left hand down, right hand high. So we unwind to the opposite side that we were just facing. Your left leg will be down, right leg's floating up. Flex your toes back. And again, if you can imagine that there's a strong, supportive wall behind you that you can lean against, and if things get wobbly, you can catch yourself. Breathe in. Patient breath out. Inhale to your star pose, big step back. Skandasana, point your right toes out, sink into your right knee. Flex left toes back towards your face. Hands could be at your heart, or they can always stay down on the mat here. And again, you can stay here or gently lower your hips down. Left hand could come to your right ankle and find a grip. As you, again, just think about pulling your right knee away from you with the strength of your leg. Right hand maybe comes up and over to reach to left toes. Really intense open side stretch. Can you drop your right shoulder back behind you a little bit more and your left shoulder a little bit lower to the inside of your left thigh? Take an inhale and an exhale. Start to rise back up, press through your right foot. Maybe use your hands here to lift through your Skandasana. And we go right to a warrior two. So press hard through your right foot as you bend into left knee, gaze over left fingertips. Breathe in and reverse your warrior. Extended side angle, pull forward and down. Your arm could land on your thigh or reach past it. Right hand can come up and over. Press through the outer knife edge of your right foot. And then think about kind of a press forward with your hips, like towards the right side of your mat, towards the side you're facing, to open up through both inner thighs. As you breathe in, peaceful triangle, lift up, lengthen through your left side body. Trikonasana, triangle pose, pull forward and down. And again, maybe the float of your left hand this time, like you're holding a really big beach ball. I like a little bit more of a bend in my knee here for more support. Breathe in and out. Inhale, peaceful or reverse warrior. Bend into your left knee, left hand high. Cartwheel down. Take it through the vinyasa of your choice. Breathe in. And exhale. All right. We're going to change things up a little bit more here, but some things will definitely be familiar. But moving into our final sequence. So breathe in, send your right heel up high to the sky. This time, right knee right to your left tricep. Cross it over. Pull it through like you're going to go through a fallen star, but then lower your hip down to the mat. So really deep IT band stretch here. So see if you can stay spiked up onto your left toes. And think about a pull forward with your heart, both hands still pressing into the ground. As you breathe in, lift through your hip to lift back up. Exhale, lower down. So really press through your hands here to lift your hip. Reach it up. Lower it down. One more time, lift it up. And lower. Fallen star, this time lift your left hand. Flip open to the sky. Let's take it back to a three-legged dog. Left hand down, kick your right heel up. And then bring your foot through. Low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Right into your half splits. And if you want to this time, we'll hold a little bit longer. If you feel like sliding into some version of full splits. Whatever the depth for you looks like. Blocks on either side for your hands can be really nice here. Just always think about encouraging your left hip forward a little bit more, your right hip back a bit more. You can flex through your front toes. We breathe in and out. As you're ready, press through both hands, come back through a half splits, and then back through a low crescent lunge. Hands up high to the sky. Easy twist, left hand down, right hand up high. Right to your half moon. Right hand down, left hand up. This time you can stay here or go for chapasana. Bend into your left knee, reach for your left foot with your left hand. And as you grab on here, if you get the grip, can you kick your foot into your hand? Again, still thinking about pressing your hips forward here. Maybe really intensifying that opening in your inner thighs if you are doing so. One more breath in and out. All right. How stable can you be as you pull left knee towards your chest? And if you're really wobbly, that's also okay. But we're gonna make our way, our wobbly way, up to one-legged Tadasana. So left knee in line with your hip, flex left toes back towards your face. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana A. Left hand could either come to your left knee or your left big toe. No matter what grip you have, can play with a bend and straighten of your left leg. And think about a little tug back with your left shoulder. And I like to lift my right hand here as a little counterbalance. When you're ready, we open up B variation. So just sending your leg out to the side, keeping whatever grip you have or changing it up if this really changes up the pose for you. Maybe you're really wobbly like me, always. Can you think about dropping your left hip down a little bit more? Breathe in and out. See if you can let the grip go on your left leg and just extend it out to the side. Slowly, we're gonna pivot into a warrior three by sending your left leg straight behind you now, dropping your left hip down in line with your right hip. We're almost off this leg, I promise. Breathe in and out. Take a big step back into your warrior two. So seal your left foot down, open up hands side to side, right into your reverse warrior. Extended side angle, pull forward and down. And I'm gonna give the option here to take this into a birds of paradise. So if you have a strap or towel, I don't have one handy, but you can have it in your top hand and the entrance will be the same with or without it. Your left arm can start to drop behind your back for a half bind. And again, that's where the strap is behind your back in your left hand. Your right hand can start to reach down to a block or your mat so that you can work on dropping your right shoulder to the inside of your right thigh. And then to come into the full bind, your right hand will reach underneath your left thigh, either for your strap that's in your left hand or to your left fingertips. When you get the grip, can you open your chest to the best of your ability, back up to the sky for a moment here? If you want to join me for birds of paradise, bring your weight to your right foot. You can take a couple of little steps here, one big step forward. It's always a little bit awkward. But once you have your left foot towards the top of your mat, you'll bring your weight into your left foot. I like to come to right toes here. And then keeping your right knee bent, see if you can come all the way up to standing, keeping the bind or letting it go if things are feeling really precarious here. You can stay here with a bent leg, or you might start to play with straightening it out. If you're really comfy in this space, maybe send your gaze over your left shoulder. When you're ready, we just rebend into right knee, gently lower back down, step back with your left foot, unwind your bind, reverse warrior. And as you exhale, take it down, take it through your flow. All right, let's do it on the other side. Breathe in, left heel up high. Left knee to right tricep, tap it up high. Pull your left foot through like you're coming into a fallen star, but then keep both hands down to the mat. Outside of your left foot is down to the right side of your mat. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower your left hip down, pull your heart forward. Press through your hands to lift back up. Lower down. Couple of times. Lift it up and lower. Lift it up. Fallen star, left hand down, right hand high, flip open. And plant your right hand back down. Re-extend. Three-legged dog. Bring your foot through, plant it between your hands for your low crescent lunge, Vinyasa. And then right to your half splits. And again, same option here to take this into some variation of a full split. Thinking about a slide forward with your left heel, but again, encouraging your hip back, your left hip back, right hip forward. I like to play with maybe staying a little taller in my spine to get a little heavier in my hips, but especially if you're in a shape where you're all the way down on the mat, it might feel good to fold forward and reach for your foot. Breathe in and out. As you're ready, low crescent lunge, press through your blocks or hands to rebend into your left knee, sweep your hands up high. And as you're ready, easy twist, right hand down, left hand high. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Left hand either to your block or to float as you blossom open, and then option for your chapasana here. So bend into right knee, reach for right foot with your right hand. Try to keep your right hip stacked over your left for this variation, so we focus on the opening in your hips, your inner thighs as you kick your foot into your hand. Breathe in. Hold for your exhale. Keep a bend in your right knee as you let the grip go. Pull your right knee into your chest. Come to standing one-legged Tadasana with right knee high in line with your right hip. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana A. Hand either to right knee or right big toe. And again, even if you have the grip on your toe or foot here, totally fine if you have a pretty deep bend in your knee, but you can play again with the bend and straighten until you find a spot that feels just right and hang out here. Right shoulder back. When you're ready, we'll open up B variation. Just sending your right leg directly to the side. Press your hips forward. Try to keep shoulders right over hips. Can you let the grip on your foot go and stay lifted through your right leg? And again, it's this big kind of kick back with your right leg into a warrior three. So you send your torso forward and right hip in line with your left. Breathe in. And out. Push a little harder through your left foot. As you're ready, warrior two, big step back. Seal your right foot down, cartwheel open through both hands. Reverse your warrior as you breathe in. Extended side angle, pull forward and down. Right, now talk us through bird of paradise on this side, but as always, you're welcome to stay here or just take the bind. So if you want the strap or towel, it'll be in your right hand. Drop your right hand behind your back, like reaching for your left thigh to start here. Left hand can reach down to a block or mat to start. And then when you're ready, can you reach left hand underneath your left thigh towards your right fingertips or to the strap that your right hand is holding. Bring your weight to your left foot as you start to walk your right foot forward. Then swap it out. Weight into right foot, come to left toes. Keep the bend in your left knee as you really hard push the ground away through your right foot. And again, you can stay here or straighten out your left leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start to rebend into left knee. Lower down gently. Weight into left foot. Big step back with your right foot. Unwind your bind. Send it up to your reverse warrior. As you exhale, take it down. Move it through whatever will carry you into a downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. As you inhale, right heel high. As you exhale, bring right knee to right wrist, setting up for our pigeon pose. So you could maybe try to play with paralleling your shin to the top of your mat, but it's definitely not an important thing to do. It just might intensify it if you're not really feeling this in your hips yet. Otherwise, you can always tuck your foot a little bit closer to you to help prioritize more square hips here. Just like splits, a little nudge forward with left hip, pull back with right hip. And you can stay lifted or sleep it down. I like to bring a block underneath my head, but you do you always. Last breath in and out. As you breathe in, you can start to press back up to hands. And this time we're going to bring left leg all the way around to cross over your right for your cow face pose. So left knee on top of your right knee, or just the thought of that, of pulling left knee over right knee. It's okay if they don't stack, of course. And you can stay lifted here. You could sit up onto a block, or you can fold, press your torso to your legs, but stay heavy through your hips. Maybe you can lower your head down to a block if it reaches. When you're ready, start to rise back up. Lean back into a seat for a moment. Plant both feet down, knees pointed up to the sky. Hands behind you, fingers pointing towards you, reverse tabletop. Press through your heels to drive your hips up. Give them a little wiggle here if it feels good. And then lower hips back down to the mat. We're gonna come back through downward facing dog and do that little sequence on the other side, so you can sweep your legs to the side. Come through a tabletop, down dog. Breathe in, left heel high, left knee, left wrist. Maybe kick your left foot forward or tuck it in a little bit. Take a moment to stay lifted so that you can be a little bit more square in your hips, which likely means that you're lifted in a lot of bodies. Or when you're ready, sleep down. When you're ready, on an inhale, you can rise to your hands. Bring your weight to your left hip, swing right leg around. Ride in a cow face here, so right knee relatively over your left knee. Maybe give your hips a wiggle to try to be pretty equal in both with weight. And then again, you can stay here or fold. And your next breath in, gently press up. Unwind your legs. And we're just gonna come all the way down to our backs. You can roll down or just come to a forearm and recline down. And we'll set up for a final twist. Breathe your right knee in. As you exhale, right leg up and over to the left. Gaze over right shoulders. You can tee out or goalpost your right arm. Maybe keep your left hand to your right leg as a little self-assist here. Little extra weight. Take an inhale, come through center. Swap it out, right leg long, left leg in, and then right leg up and over into your twist. Maybe dropping gaze over to the left. As you breathe in, come through center. And anything you need before your final resting pose, that's where we're heading. Take a moment here to get really comfortable, like really prioritizing your comfort here, so that you can let these final moments of practice just be for you and your breath. Shavasana. As always, linger here for the time you have available. And when you're ready to make your journey out, let it be gentle. And until we meet again, thank you.